Tshepo Moloko.
And my name is Winile. We are alumni of the Dale Young Leaders Scholarship Program.
I remember writing my first CV and wondering where to start. How to put everything I've been through and achieved onto paper. Where did I start?
Dale Young Leaders has used the experience of our staff and alumni to create top tips for writing applications that make you stand out.
Before we get started, remember we are in the 21st century. There are a number of technology products and online CV builders on the market to help you.
Pick a template that works for you. And remember, there isn't one perfect CV. Your CV's look and feel should complement you and your achievements.
So let's get started. Your CV should be 1 or 2 pages. Make it clean, easy to read and uncluttered. You should be able to find key information quickly. Have clear sections with headings that have a logical flow and make use of bullet points to help with speed reading. Using bold can draw the eye to information you want to jump off the page.
Use one professional email and one telephone number so it's easy to know how to get hold of you.
Under each section, list information in reverse chronological order. That's the most recent first and work backwards.
As a student and a recent graduate, for me this was my education and my major achievement.
Talking of achievement, this is your time to shine. I underestimated things I had done, but now I know that these actually show my transferable skills, like teamwork, problem solving, and results orientation.
Whilst highlighting evidence of your skills is important, try and avoid listing generic skills that don't mean a lot and are difficult to prove.
Avoid using generic dial profile statements that HR professionals have heard 1,000 times. Use this space to tell your story of your proudest moments from your life so far.
When it comes to your university studies, make the most of it. This is a big selling point and can indicate your work readiness. Include relevant coursework, projects and assignments to translate your time at university to the reader.
If you plan to change careers, for example, you're studying engineering and you want to work in finance or consulting, then show how the skills you have gained from your degree are relevant to the programs you're applying for.
And what about your experience? It all counts. Explain your responsibilities, what you learned and any achievements. You can even create a separate section to group really relevant experience to make it stand out.
A nice section to add is professional development. Here you can include any workshops, courses or certificates you have completed. Remember to include what you learned and any results and outcomes that you achieved from attending.
Be sure not to miss out important skills like language or IT skills. Include your level of proficiency.
Interests are great conversation starters and can demonstrate transferable skills. We recommend including these, but don't use generic ones like socializing with friends. I mentioned that I enjoy reading and even included details of my favorite book that I had recently read.
I've used my community work as an interest and explained how I've set up a tutoring program in my old high school. This showed initiative.
For references, you can usually put available on request, but depending on your industry and application requirements, you can list these.
So you've got something that looks like a CV. What's next?
First up, save it as a professional file name that shows up to the reader.
Make sure you proofread and spell check. I had worked on my CV for so long that I found it useful to get someone else to read it to pick up the mistakes I had overlooked.
When applying for a role, you should make sure you tailor your CV to the role and write a cover letter for each role you apply for.
I made the mistake of sending generic cover letters at first. But this approach can leave the reader feeling like you didn't make any effort into the application or research the opportunity.
There are 3 whys to answer in a cover letter. Why you base it on your skills and experience, why you are interested in this role and opportunity, and why you are interested in the company and division of the organization.
Once you've finished your CV and cover letter, ask yourself, have I included everything that could show relevant skills for this role and included elements of my personal brand? And finally, have I done myself proud by my documents showing order, attention to detail, and no errors.
We hope that these tips are useful and will get you started on the right path to creating a winning CV and cover letter.
Good luck from the entire Dell Young Leaders family. We hope that from your application, the next stop is the interview.